Hi, I'm Alexander Elassal with OmegaCor Technologies. We work with nonprofits who want their technology to support their mission instead of quietly complicating it. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt completely confident that you knew which tools your nonprofit relies on every day, and more importantly, how they all work together? If that's a question that makes you pause, you're not alone. You're experiencing something we see all the time as nonprofits grow. Today, I want to talk about cloud sprawl in nonprofits, why it happens, what's it really costing teams, and how leaders can regain clarity without overhauling everything. Most nonprofits we work with are doing a lot of things right. They've adopted cloud tools to manage donors, programs, communication, and collaboration. The challenge is that those tools are often added over time to solve immediate needs. Each decision in themselves makes sense, but over time, no one owns how everything works together. That's when leaders feel like they're mostly set, but still dealing with daily friction. It's not that systems are broken, they just haven't been set up for long-term success. Cloud sprawl rarely shows up as one big problem. It shows up quietly. It shows up when your staff re-enter data, when reports don't match, or when leaders aren't sure which numbers to trust. We often see nonprofits paying for licenses they no longer use or tools that only really one person understands. And because nonprofits rely on volunteers, rotating staff, access doesn't always get reviewed as carefully as it should. These things add up over time and quietly drain budgets, energy, and confidence. A healthy environment isn't about having fewer tools just for the sake of it. It's about knowing what you have, why you have it, and who owns it. When systems are aligned, staff spend less time troubleshooting and more time serving their mission. That's when technology feels supportive instead of heavy. In other words, technology is giving staff a higher sense of productivity instead of feeling like they're just doing additional tasks. This situation is extremely common. Nonprofits grow, programs expand, and expectations increase, but IT capacity rarely grows at the same pace. Tools are added quickly to solve real problems, not because there's time to design a long-term system. That's not a failure, it's just how many nonprofits operate. How can a nonprofit leader get clarity without overwhelming their teams? We always recommend starting small. Our nonprofit cloud and tool sprawl readiness checklist takes about 30 minutes and gives leaders a snapshot of what's working, what overlaps, and where there may be risk. It's not about fixing everything at once, it's about replacing assumptions with clarity. If your nonprofit technology feels heavier than it should, that's worth paying attention to. Download our nonprofit cloud and tool sprawl readiness checklist to see where you stand. No pressure, just clarity. If this was helpful, like or comment so other nonprofit leaders can see it. And if you want more practical guidance like this, subscribe and follow along.